You're at a party, everyone's having fun, and it feels like you're just watching through glass. Hey, I'm Chris. I used to struggle with social anxiety, barely being able to have a conversation, much less go to a party and talk to girls. I went from that to today, being able to go to so many dance events, having girls approach me to dance, and having so many genuine friendships, and just having my weekends full and feeling like I'm actually part of it. And I get how you feel. I I know that it's not easy. It's it's really hard when you really want to be part of it, and you just don't feel like you fit in. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to get close. You don't know to how to create bonds with people. What to say to girls. How to have fun with them. It's like having a conversation that you've never had. You know nothing about, and it's like a completely different language. It's not easy. It can be hard, it can be heavy, and I want to say that it's not your fault. You you didn't grow by developing the same skills that they did. You didn't go through the small stages of learning it, of going through small things little by little, where you started to learn how to say, how to feel confident in there, how to not say something that maybe offends someone, that maybe feels awkward, that a joke that doesn't hit it. And you just didn't learn how to do that properly. You didn't learn how to do that little by little. Me personally, I was bullied all through high school. Everyone, I was bullied by so many people, and I never really learned how to interact there because so many people just laughed at me for not knowing. A lot of times it was simply because I didn't know and they knew. And they grew with that. They were constantly put there. They didn't look funny like I did, and I was always behind. I was trying to catch up, and I couldn't. And I think that what you need is to start building that skill little by little. It's when you go to a party after being socially isolated for maybe years. It's like taking a huge step. It's like dropping a nuclear bomb and trying to survive it. Like you have to go little by little. And I think that the best approach to do that is to maybe perhaps go to a class where everyone is learning, where everyone is on the same place, and you can share that experience. And it's much easier because the level at which you have to build a conversation is again on the same level. It's a lot of people that don't know about the subject, and so you can ask questions, and it's not going to be weird, it's not going to be awkward, because it's just known that you don't know everything, and the people that are there to teach you. And when you start focusing on learning the skill, on learning the task at hand, you start letting go a little bit of worrying so much about things that you should already know. And as you go little by little and start talking with people a little bit more, and you start bonding through this experience together, you start getting a little bit more experience and of some of that skill on how to say things, on knowing where the limits are, so that people don't feel, like I said, maybe a little awkward, maybe a little. Some people can feel offended, and you start learning the boundaries of how to push them, to build that trust with people, to build that the trust. Like when you have your best friend and you're able to joke about anything, you're able to make mistakes, what you're saying, and you don't have to worry about that. That's how you start building that. But when you go to a big party and you've been years without practicing those skills, it's really hard. It's one of the places where people are some of the most some of the highest expectations, that you know what you're doing and that you're there to have fun, and that you know how to take care of yourself. Maybe your drink, maybe There's so many situations that can happen, and so you have to build a little by little. You have to build that skill little by little, and don't blame yourself, or don't feel so angry at yourself that you don't know that. It's okay. You no one If no one taught you, like, that's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And today it's not easy that so many people expect you to know, and that so many people can't bother to help you, to teach you for something that you weren't taught. So something that you didn't experiment, for something that you didn't practice. And so when you go to some of these safer places where you're able to learn, you start practicing, you start building that little by little. And you start learning the boundaries, you start pushing, and you start experimenting more, you start going out.